Hello, my dear children. Welcome to online YouTube classes organized by OSEPA under the Department of Schools and Mass Education, Government of Odisha. I am here present to talk about a very interesting topic in English. Now, before that, let me introduce myself. I am Srinivas Patnaik, Assistant Teacher, Government High School, Bisankatak of Rayagada District. Now, how are you, my dear children? I hope you must be very happy. Now, studying well, watching this online YouTube classes. Now, today we are going to discuss about a very interesting topic in English, and before that I would like you to watch this small video clip for a while. Okay? Here we go. Did you watch it, children? How do you feel? Don't you feel happy, excited and joyful? Certainly you must be. Now, you must have also watched so many things like this, so many beautiful sceneries, mesmerizing nature, soothing sound, and at the same time you feel pleasure, happiness, excitement, joy, isn't it? So, why do you feel so? Why do we feel so while watching beautiful things, mesmerizing sceneries, and all sorts of music, melodious music? It's because beautiful experiences give us lifelong pleasure, long-lasting pleasure, everlasting pleasure, we can say. We remember that for a long time, isn't it? Now, we are going to have a topic for the day based on this idea of how beautiful things, beautiful music, melodious music create an everlasting impact on us. Now you can find that in your book. We say Sundara Kuttira Obosado Nahi Jete Dekutile Numa Disuthai. So, basing on this concept, let's try to understand a beautiful topic which you can find in your Skills of Communicative English book on page 19, 20 and 21. You might have guessed its title, isn't it? Now, open your books. You must be having books and notebooks with you, isn't it? So open your books at page 19 and find the title of that beautiful topic, the very interesting topic, the solitary reaper. The solitary reaper is the title of the poem that we are going to read today. We are going to understand today. The solitary means lonely, alone, ekutia, ekaki, ekala. The word reaper, you know, the reaper is a person who reaps. Sasya Kotari. So, this is the title of the poem that we are going to read today. This famous poem is a very, very famous poem. It's famous for all times. And it has been written by the poet William Wordsworth. He is also a very, very famous poet of the Romantic days. Let's try to understand something about the poet William Wordsworth. You can find his image on the screen, don't you? Now, this great man, this great poet, William Wordsworth, was a famous English poet, born in the Cockermouth, in the Lake District of England, on the 7th of April, 1770. He is regarded as a poet of nature because he has written so many poems, so many beautiful poems on nature and natural beauty. He died on the 23rd of April, 1850 at Rydal Mountain Gardens in the United Kingdom. Okay? Now this much we can understand perhaps for the time being. If we study this man, so it will take long. Now let us go on to the beautiful poem that he has written and has been prescribed for us. The Solitary Reaper. Now it's a ballad. It's a ballad. Ballad is a poem which tells a story. A story in the form of a poem. So, in order to enjoy any poem, we need to recite it. Recite means abruti koriba. The more we recite a poem, the more we can understand its meaning and the feelings of the poet. So let us try. Why delay? Let us try to recite the poem. I am going for the recitation of the poem. Just listen to me carefully. Then if you listen to me carefully, then half the work will be done. Isn't it? Now let me try to recite the poem. Behold her, single in the field, yon solitary highland lass, weeping and singing by herself. Stop here, or gently pass. Alone she cuts and binds the grain, and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen, for the wave profound is overflowing with the sound. No nightingale did ever song. Oh, welcome notes to weary bands of travelers in some saddy haunt among Arabian sands. A voice so thrilling was never heard in springtime from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest Hebrides. Will no one tell me what she sings? Perhaps the plaintive numbers go for all unhappy far-off things and battles long ago. Or is it some more humbly familiar matter of today? Some natural sorrow, loss or pain that has been and may be again. Whatever the theme, the maiden sang as if her song could have no ending. I saw her singing at her work and over the sickle bending. I listened motionless and still, and as I mounted up the hill, the music in my heart I bore, and long after it was heard no more. So this is the beautiful poem. Actually, it was in 4 stanzas. For your convenience, perhaps it has been divided into 8 stanzas. Now let us try to understand something more. The poet has to say stanza by stanza, if possible, line by line. Now let's switch on to stanza 1. Okay? Behold her, single in the field, yon solitary highland lass, reading and singing by herself. Stop here or gently pass. The poet says, behold her, behold. Behold means look, look her, look that female person. Look her, single in the field, single. Single means alone. Look, she is alone in the field. Yon solitary highland lass. Yon is a word which is no more used in today's English. It is an old English word which means over there. Over there. Solitary, as you know, lonely. Highland. Highland means the person who belongs to the hilly area. Hilly area. So, lass means a young girl. Behold her single in the field, yon solitary highland lass. Look there. The lonely highland girl is single in the field. This is what the poet intends to say with the help of these two lines. Now, reading and singing by herself. Now, what is the girl doing? The girl is reaping. The girl is reaping and singing. At the same time, she is singing a song. Whom does she sing? By herself. By herself means because she is alone, because she feels that there is no one in the field, no other person in the field. She is singing the song unto herself. By herself means unto herself. She is singing a melody, a song unto herself. Stop here or gently pass. Stop here. This line, the poet is telling to or the four travelers, Sahajatri, and other passers by, Pathika. So he is telling them, stop here, stop here. If you want to enjoy this beautiful scene, this beautiful girl, then you can stop here or gently pass. If you are not interested, alright, pass gently, gently, silently. Just pass silently so that the girl would not be disturbed. So in this stanza, as we saw, the poet saw a girl reading and singing a song unto herself, being alone in the field, and he wanted to stop there. He asked others to stop or to pass silently. Now let us see what the poet has to say in the next stanza. Stanza 2. Alone she cuts and binds the grain and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen, for the well profound is overflowing with the sound. Alone she cuts and binds the grain while reaping. What is the girl doing? She is cutting and binding the grain. You know what grain? Grain is ripe corn or crops. After the corns get ripe, then they have to be cut. So the girl is cutting and binding the ripe corn, the grain, and sings a melancholy strain. And she sings, as has already been told, she sings a melancholy. Melancholy means sad. She sings a sad strain means song. She sings a sad song. Melancholy strain, sad song. She is singing a melancholy strain or a sad song side by side, simultaneously. Oh, listen for the way profound. The poet is telling all the persons around him. Oh, listen. Oh, listen. Oh, listen the whale. Whale means the valley or the highland. The whale profound. Profound means deep. Oh, listen, the deep valley is overflowing with the sound. Is overflowing with the sweet and melodious sound of the solitary reaper's song. Now the poet is mesmerized at the beautiful song sung by the beautiful sad song sung by the solitary reaper in this stanza. Let us switch on to the other stanza and find for ourselves what the poet has to say. In stanza number 3. No nightingale did ever chant a more welcome notes to weary bands of travelers in sandy haunt among Arabian sands. Here the poet says, no nightingale, no nightingale. Do you know what nightingale is? Nightingale is a singing bird. Is a singing bird. You can find the image of the nightingale on the screen. So this bird sings very melodiously. Nightingale. Nightingale, we call it bulbul in our language. So no nightingale did ever chant. Chant. Chant means sing. No nightingale can sing. More welcome notes to weary bands. Now the nightingale sings welcome notes. Welcome notes, do you know welcome song? Whenever your new headmaster comes to your school, you welcome him with a song. So welcome notes means welcome song. So this nightingale sings a welcome song to weary bands. Weary, tired. Bands means groups of travelers. Weary bands of travelers. In some saddy haunt. Saddy, you know, saddy is a place where we can find shade under a tree. So, similarly, saddy haunt. Haunt is a place which is frequently visited. So, here saddy haunt refers to the oasis. Oasis Morubiano. Now, in the Arabian sands, sands means here desert. In the Arabian desert, the tired travelers take rest in a saddy haunt. You can see the image of the saddy haunt. In such places, the tired travelers of the desert take rest, and at that time, the nightingale sings in a melodious voice. But the poet says, no nightingale did ever sing, ever chant. No nightingale can sing as melodiously as this solitary reaper was singing. Do you follow? Perhaps. I am sure. Now let us see what the poet has to say in the next stanza number 4. A voice so thrilling never was heard in springtime from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest Hebrides. A voice so thrilling, exciting. A voice so thrilling never was heard. I did not hear at any time such a voice, such a thrilling voice. In springtime from the cuckoo bird. Now cuckoo bird, you know cuckoo? Cuckoo is also another type of singing bird. You can find the image there. This is a cuckoo bird. We are very much acquainted with this bird. It sings, isn't it, in the springtime in our country as well. Now, this we call it oil. So, from the cuckoo bird we cannot eat. It sings in the springtime. Now, breaking the silence of the sea, the cuckoo bird the poet is talking about is breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest Hebrides. Farthest means very far, very far. Hebrides is the name of a group of islands. You can find the image, the map. To the northwest of Scotland, there lies the Hebrides Island. So in that, just as in our country we find the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Similarly, the Hebrides Islands are there in the northwestern region of Scotland. In that place, in the springtime, breaking the silence of the seas, the cuckoo bird chants or sings in a melodious voice, but the poet feels it was never heard, even from the cuckoo bird. Even the cuckoo bird cannot sing as melodiously and sweetly as the solitary girl did. I suppose we could have some idea about stanza 1, 2, 3, 4. And because the time is short, we will discuss the rest part of the poem, the other 4 stanzas in a next session. Okay? Now let us try to recapitulate all that we could discuss. So before that, I would suggest you children to like this video, to share it to your classmates who could not see. Maybe they will be in a position to see it. So share the link to all your classmates and subscribe the channel. Okay? Now we have completed 4 of the stanzas of the famous poem The Solitary Reaper. Now it's time to recapitulate. Let us recapitulate. Remember all that we could understand from these 4 stanzas. Now let's see for ourselves. In stanza 1, what was the main idea? In stanza 1, the poet gave a physical description of the girl. He described where, how the girl was. Okay. In stanza 2, the functional description of the girl. What the girl was doing, what the solitary reaper was doing, and its impact. In stanza 3, he brought about a comparison between the voice of the girl with the voice of the nightingale in the Arabian's hands. In stanza 4, he again compared the voice of the girl with that of, or with the voice of the cuckoo bird in the farthest Hebrides. Now, in order to just refresh ourselves, let's try to answer all these comprehension questions. You see, I have got some sets of comprehension questions. I will be putting you the question, and before the answer appears on the screen, you are to guess the exact answer. And I am sure you are all intelligent boys and girls, so you can be able to. Now let us try the first set of comprehension questions. Question 1. Where was the Highland girl working? The Highland girl was working in the field. Now question 2. What type of a song was the girl singing? The girl was singing a sad song, you can say, or a melancholy strain. Now question 3. Who chants welcome notes to the weary bands? Who chants welcome notes to the weary bands? Answer is the nightingale. Now question 4. When does the cuckoo bird sing? The cuckoo bird sings in the springtime. I hope your answers were also correct, isn't it? Okay, let's try another set of questions, comprehension questions. Set 2. Let us fill in the blanks. Question 1. The Highland girl was reaping and dashed by herself. The Highland girl was reaping and singing by herself, isn't it? Question 2. The girl was cutting and binding the dash. The girl was cutting and binding the grain. Okay, question 3. The travelers take rest in the dash. The travelers take rest in the saddle haunt or the oasis, isn't it? Now question 4. The cuckoo breaks the silence of the seas in the dash. Now the cuckoo breaks the silence of the seas in the farthest Hebrides, isn't it? You are also right, perhaps. I am sure you are right. Now let's go to the third set of comprehension questions. Now, Here we have to say whether the statement given is true or false. First, statement number 1. The solitary reaper was working with many people. The solitary reaper. It must be false, isn't it? True or false? False. Question 2. The deep valley was overflowing with the sweet sound of the solitary reaper. True or false? This is true. The deep valley was overflowing with the question 3. The weary bands of travelers take rest in the sandy horn. True or false? It is true. Now question 4. Statement 4. The cuckoo bird sings in the winter. True or false? It's false. Okay, let's switch on to another set of comprehension questions. Now here we have to choose the correct alternative. 4 alternatives are given. We have to choose the correct one. Okay, question number 1. The solitary girl was singing A pop song, B, a sad song, C, a happy song, D, a patriotic song. The answer is option B, a sad song. Question 2. The valley was dash in the girl's song. Option A, echoing, option B, thrilling, option C, trembling, option D, overflowing. And the correct answer is option D, overflowing. Question 3. Wordsworth says the girl was dash in the field. A, happy, B, alone, C, sad, D, worried. The answer is option B, alone. Okay, next question, question number 4. Who breaks the silence of the seas? A, the solitary reaper, B, the nightingale, C, the cuckoo bird, D, the poet. The answer is C, the cuckoo bird. Okay. Next question. Here is another practice. Okay. Column A, column B, you can see. Then in column A, I have given you some describing words. Highland, melancholy, profound, steady, harvest, isn't it? All these are describing words or adjectives. And in column B, valley, haunt, Hebrides, strain, lass. Column B, all are naming words, isn't it? So, solitary reaper, solitary is the adjective and reaper is the noun. Now, let us combine, let us match the appropriate couple of words. Highland, lass, melancholy, strain, profound, valley, shady, haunt, harvest, Hebrides, isn't it? So, you must also be correct in your answers. I hope so. Okay, let us again, toward the end, let us try another activity, the same matching activity, but here we need to get the rhyming words. Rhyming words. You know rhyming words because it is a rhyming point. We have to get the rhyming words. What is the rhyming word of glass? Pass. The rhyming word of profound? Profound sound. The rhyming word of short? Horn. The rhyming word of bands? Sands. Similarly, the rhyming word of herd? Bird. And the rhyming word of seeds is Hebrides, isn't it? So I hope you could understand the poem, you could be correct all the time, isn't it? So I hope this session was a little bit helpful to you. Now thank you children. Before I conclude, I would request you to again like the video, share the link to the friends and relatives you have, and to subscribe the channel. And we will meet again in our next session. Until then.